I first found my love for gardening when I spent my summers with my grandmother in her garden. In my younger years, my grandmother would have a garden and grow so many types of plants. There was walnut trees, grapevines, olives, all kinds of vegetables. And there was just such a wonderment for me of all the variety she had in her garden. And my grandmother had a really quiet way about her. It would invite me to go outside. When I got older, we created a garden together. When I was in college, it was a great way to have a reprieve from my studies. In those moments, I felt the most centered. My first planting of lavender was in 2006, and that was really the beginnings of Sage Creations and the beginning of my lavender journey. Lavender wasn't grown before in western Colorado I knew of. I saw lavender in someone's garden, and that made me very curious. I had a background in growing herbs, and I had grown lavender in California, so I thought the plant would be an interesting herb to grow. I started a small trial of one species and one variety and discovered that it did really well. And so the following season, I ordered 1,500 plants, 3 different species and many different cultivars, and partly to see what would do well here in Colorado, and also just to begin the journey of learning about the plant. 1 or 2 years later, there was a small group of farmers and enthusiasts that really started a lavender growers group in Colorado. And at that point, the industry really began in this state. We farm 15 acres, 6 of which are in lavender, including 65 different cultivars and 3 different species. To date, we have a small year-round crew, and we hire seasonal help for the harvest. And we've created a family here at the farm where the same people that began way back in 2006 are still here today, helping with our lavender crop. We've always managed our farm using sustainable farming practices, nourishing soil life, not using herbicides or synthetic fertilizers, and encouraging beneficial insects through diversified plant hedgerows, companion planting, and insect releases. We create products centered around the best attributes of the different plants. We distill the lavender for its essential oil and hydrosol. The way Sage Creations evolved had everything to do, really, with being a mother and having a passion for plants. I wanted to be present and be hands-on in my daughters' lives. And so this meant we grew our farm slowly and patiently. Our girls grew up watching me build a business and steward the land, and I watched them be a part of it, knowing it would shape the way they saw the world as young women. And this farm exists because of my grandmother. She taught me how to garden. She instilled in me the love of growing things in a way that supports the earth we live on. She showed me how I can live in a sustainable way, and now it's the lifestyle of me and my family. And it also extends to all the people who work on the farm and every person who interacts through enjoying one of our products that we've created, or eating our produce that we've grown, and even just visiting and walking our farm gardens. The farm is more than me. It is generations that came before me, and it's creating a legacy of knowledge and love for growing.